Welcome to the battle for Gallant 4. Today we have the Xenos Hunters, the DeathWatch, versus the Sisters of Battle, the Adepta Sororitas. Who will come out on top? Let's find out. But first, the lists. We kick it off with the Adepta Sororitas. Piloted by Pez, we have a battalion of the Order of the Bloody Rose. That means -1 AP and +1 attack on the charge. In the troop slot, we have 3 squads of 5 Battle Sisters. Simple, efficient, classic. Bolters on cheap bodies. Moving on to the elites, we have a 10-man squad of Celestine Sacrosancts, followed by 2 6-man squads of Sister Repentia, a Dogmata, and 3 Paragon Warsuits sporting multi-melters. Quickly now, moving on to the fast attack, we have a 5-man squad of Dominions with Artificer Storm Bolters. We have 5 Seraphim with 2 Hand Flamers, and 8 Zephyrim. Moving on to the heavy support, we have a Castigator Battle Tank, followed by 3 Mortifiers with Heavy Bolters, 1 with the Flail, and 2 with Buzzblades. For transports carrying around all of this carnage, we have 2 Immolators with Flamers. Last but not least, we have our HQs. We have a Cannoness. She is a saint in the making. Her warlord trait is Righteous Rage, which gives her reroll 1s to hit and wound in combat. Pez has given her a relic pistol named Wrath of the Emperor. It is pistol 4, 18-inch range, AP -1, and 2 damage. And now for the warlord, the Cannoness's mentor, Celestine the Living Saint, who is leading the Adepta Sororitas into this battle. Let's see how they go. That's the list. It's 1997 points and 11 CP. Coming up next, the DeathWatch. It's the DeathWatch, the Xenos Hunters, piloted by Ken. Unlike other Space Marines, the DeathWatch can choose which doctrine they're in at the beginning of each battle round. They reroll 1s to hit in melee against Xenos, which won't matter in this matchup. However, they can choose a battlefield roll, and their whole army gets to reroll 1s to wound against that battlefield roll. In the troop slot, we have a Fortis kill team. Ken has given them the Aquila Specialism, which allows them to reroll 1s to wound against all enemies. This kill team is comprised of 5 Intercessors with Auto Bolt Rifles and 5 Outriders. We have an Indomitor kill team with the Dominator's Specialism, giving them reroll 1s to wound against elites. We have 5 heavy Intercessors with Hellstorm Bolt Rifles. We have 2 Inceptors with Assault Bolters and 3 Aggressors with Flamestorm Gauntlets. Rounding up the troops, we have a Proteus kill team of 5 DeathWatch veterans. They all have Storm Shields, except for the Sergeant, who is carrying a heavy Thunder Hammer. We have 3 Lightning Claws and 1 Chainsword. In the elites, we have an Apothecary. He is a selfless healer. We have a Redemptor Dreadnought, sporting a Macroplasma Incinerator, Onslaught Gatling Cannon, and 2 Storm Bolters. Also, an Icarus Rocket Pod. We then have 4 Servitors, the real heroes of the Space Marines, followed by 2 squads of 3 Eradicators, finishing off the elite slot. It wouldn't be DeathWatch unless you bought a Corvus Black Star, and there's one in this list here too. Finally, we have the HQs. Our Warlord is a captain on bike. His Warlord trait, Adept of the Codex, allows him to refund 1 CP per battle round on a 5-up for every command point spent by the DeathWatch player. His relic is the Dominus Aegis, giving a 6-inch bubble of 5-up invulnerable saves to every core unit around him. We then have the Primaris Chaplain on bike. He is a Master of Sanctity. He is also holding the Beacon Angelus. This means that when the Chaplain advances up the battlefield, he can teleport 1 DeathWatch infantry unit to his location as long as it's outside of 9 inches of the opponent. Rounding out the HQs, we have a Librarian, who is carrying the relic, the Tome of Ectoclades. Once per battle, Ken can choose a data sheet from the opponent's army, and everyone within 6 gets to reroll all wound rolls against that target. His psychic powers are Premorphic Resonance and Fortified with Contempt. And that is the list. It's 8 CP, 1999 points. Let's get into it. Okay, end of movement phase summary. The sisters have won the first turn. These mortifiers have moved up. Everything is pushed up. It seems that Celestine's plan is just to run up and take the ruin.
Correct.
Banners have been raised here and here, but this one has not been raised. We'll see how we go. End of Sisters turn 1. The Castigator shot at the Outriders over there, and they managed, the DeathWatch played Transhuman, and they managed to kill one Outrider. But there's a cheeky Apothecary nearby.
We've flown the Corvus up here. We've dropped some bombs on the croissants, killed 2 of them. We're going to try and take these guys out. We've got some Proteus kill team in there that can drop in.
Yep.
We've moved up the Outriders here to take this point. We brought one back with the Apothecary. The Adepta is going to try and do some work on there. And our Librarian has successfully got both his psychic powers to help with defense and also fighting.
Yeah, so what do they have?
So these guys now have premorphic resonance, so and also fortified with contempt, so they've got a feel no pain, they've got the bubble from Dominus Aegis. So they will be pretty hard to move, but everything's going to try and kill that and stop the, what are they called?
Immolators.
No, the guys inside.
Oh, the Repentia.
I want to stop the Repentia getting close to me. I want to kill that now and get the Repentia out.
Yeah, nice.
The Adepta fired his plasma, 6 shots, pretty much all hit except 1, destroyed the immolator there. The Repentia have hopped out, 2 have been killed by shots from the chaplain and the captain on bike. The bikers fired all their shots into this group over here. What were they?
Sister squad.
Just a normal sister squad, killed all but 1. The Corvus has killed all but 1 of this sister squad here and taken out 2 of the croissants, as well as bombing another 2 of them previously. And that's about it.
Yep, so no charges.
No.
Tentative. We've also raised a banner on the middle objective with these orky looking servitors.
So what's happening is we've moved back with the Castigator tank just to prepare for what's going to come out.
Looks an awful lot like a Rhino.
That is definitely a Castigator.
Okay.
We'll move these dominions in a little bit for the Blessed Bolts stratagem into here.
Interesting.
We'll see what happens. We've tried to get away from the blast zone.
If it explodes.
If it explodes.
It's going to explode.
We've moved these sisters up to secure this point.
Yep.
So they are free to move in.
Have you raised the banner on it? Or you already have one?
We've
right?
already raised the banner and we've moved these guys up.
Okay.
And we've dropped in the Zephyrim.
The Zephyrim. And have you raised the banner there?
They will be raising a banner.
Okay.
You can see she's got the banner there. There you go.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to attempt to charge with the...
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
And your Dogmata, how do you feel about her?
She's on and off.
Okay. She's a bit of a disappointment.
Yes.
This round. She failed to give the invuln to the warsuits, but she did give them obsec. Alright, so that's the end of Sisters turn 2. The everything went into the Corvus over here. That is no more. It took the Paragon warsuits, got it down to 3 wounds, and then it was chonked to bits by these pistols over here. Proteus kill team jumped out. They were going to take the objective, but unfortunately these dominions here with their Autofighters Stormbolters used Blessed Bolts and wiped them out. Now, the rest of the phase.
The Immolator did a great job on the servitors, killing them, and we used the mortifiers to finish them off.
Yep.
And then we had the lone Repentia charge, but unfortunately it was taken out.
brave girl.
Very
but
brave.
it did give you a 6 on your miracle dice.
That's it.
So, not all bad. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. There's a lot of death and destruction. Hopefully, because you're sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4 points to DeathWatch's 1. So hopefully DeathWatch can come back and hit real hard this turn.
Yep.
So in the command phase, the chaplain has given my bikes +1 to hit, and my dreadnought +1 to wound.
That's in shooting, right?
In shooting.
Recitation
of focus and catechism of fire.
Yep.
I've got my captain here, who's giving Dominus Aegis to all. I have brought my biker that was on 1 wound up to full with my apothecary. So my bikers have moved up here. They're going to shoot these guys, charge them and try and take the point. I've put Fortified with Contempt on these guys and used the Beacon Angelus to teleport my big Indominate kill team here. I want to stop anything coming in here and taking this.
Because there are some nasty Repentia in there.
So my idea here is that hopefully I'll pop this, which I have done 3 wounds with a smite. And if the Repentia charge into these guys or these guys, there's going to be some Overwatch, and hopefully that'll take care of them. I've tearing these melters in here. They're probably going to die after this, but if they can...
So they're Eradicators.
Eradicators. If they can take out these Paragon Warsuits, I'll be very happy, because that's one of the most heavy-hitting things left, besides the tank.
You're hoping for...
a charge as well.
A long bomb charge to take out this Lone Sister and hopefully take down this banner.
That's right.
And then lastly, we did your Psychic phase.
Psychic phase, we got Fortified with Contempt on these guys. So
that got a 5 up field no pain.
That's correct, and also that was the smite into the Immolator, and that did 3 damage. That's it.
3. Excellent.
We just had the shooting phase. I have my Outriders that drove up here, shot these guys off pretty much shot them off the board. There was only 3 left, and they ended up charging and killing them in combat. The Redemptor over here, so we had the smite, so it was already on 8 wounds, the Immolator, but the Redemptor 1 shot with the plasma. Again, that was a CP reroll to get 5 shots instead of 2, which paid off. The Eradicators, one group of Eradicators, 1 shot the Paragon Warsuits, and I used the other 3 to kill 1 sister, which was just to get off that point completely, so deny 5 points. There was a number of shots that didn't really do much. Killed some of the Repentia with my Intercessors over there, so killed half of them with 4 Intercessors, and after that it was these Eradicators charged these sisters, killed 2, and of course the Outriders that killed, that finished off the Zephyr and all. That's it.
Yeah, end of battle round 2.
We've moved the Dominions down, ready to shoot into this squad. We've moved the Castigator onto the point. We've separated the Dogmata and the Cannoness to try and help out over here. We've moved the Sacrosands to charge these guys, while the sister squad holds the point. Celestine is going to dominate this squad over here.
Wow, brave. Okay.
Absolute saint. We've moved the Mortifiers up, the Repentia up, and the big play, we dropped the Seraphim over here. Now they took some losses.
From Auspex Scan?
From Auspex Scan, but they did deliver some damage and they're going to deliver more.
Oh.
So let's do it.
What's the thrusting hand movements?
Oh.
Okay.
Shooting, so we had a bit of a fail against these guys. Did not kill them. The heavy bolters all failed. And they failed, so not great.
But you have got that point back.
Yes, I've got the point back.
Yeah.
The Sacrosands did a great job destroying that unit.
In combat.
In combat, so that's great. Celestine shot and moved into them. Did some damage, not great. Could have been better. Repentia killed 1, 2,
3.
3 in this unit.
Over there.
And then, of course, they were martyred and gave me a nice miracle dice. And that's it.
That's it? Oh, well, the Seraphim finished
holding
off
strong.
The
Inceptors.
no, they killed the
Inceptors.
Yeah, they killed 3 of them.
Intercessors.
intercessors. Yeah, that's
One
it.
of the eyes.
Yeah.
Command phase, we've put both litanies onto these guys. We've also used the tone of activates on these guys here. So reroll all wounds, +1 to wound and +1 to hit for this Indominant kill team. We've reshuffled our HQs here. We brought back one of these guys in the front to make the charge easier. We've moved these guys, the Redemptor, up to try and do something about Celestine, and we've fallen back here with these guys. The Librarian failed to fortify Contempt, but has given them Primorphic Resonance, and these guys have moved up, hoping to do some cause a problem here, maybe.
Yeah. And the idea is that you want to use a stratagem later to you're falling back to charge back in, right? And then that gives you extra attack.
Yes, a lot of extra attacks.
Excellent.
The Indominant kill team shot everything into the mortifiers and obliterated them completely. The chaplain shot his 4 shots into the Seraphim, killed them both. We shot the Redemptor's plasma into the tank, and it took it down to 1 wound left. And then
Yeah, the Eradicators helped.
and the Eradicators also shot it, so them combined took it down to 1. Shot everything else in the Adepta at Celestine, didn't kill anything. The captain shot and killed one of the guards, and the Outriders killed the other guard, but have been...
Absolutely massive turn. We fell back with the tank. We got the Dominion squad in and absolutely dominated them with the Storm Bolters, the special ones. And literally, we did some shots over there, but nothing happened. And then Celestine absolutely dominated that last biker.
Yeah. How do you feel about the bikers?
Before he got 1 wound off of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about those bikers? Do you like them?
I don't like them.
Do you like anything in this one?
You advanced your...
I do not like them.
I feel like everything that's left is what you like.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, and that's the end of Sisters turn 4.
So these guys moved up here, shot the 3 sisters there, took a couple, or was it just one of those? But they've taken this point now, which was the main point here. The captain and the Redemptor moved up and charged Celestine and took her down. Had once with shooting, and then the second time she came back. Second time with fighting. The apothecary brought another one back. So next turn, if they don't lose anything, they'll be at full strength again. That's about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Big stuff happening. We moved the tank up. The Dominions did some blessed bolts into the bike captain.
He died?
And yes, he... Wasn't it the Cannoness that killed him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the big pistol
Finally
kill.
making a pistol relic do something.
Amazing.
Yeah. I don't agree, but okay.
Everything from the tank missed the Redemptor, so that's
Because the other
awesome.
on 1 wound.
1 wound, so bracketed.
Yeah.
And that's it. These guys fell back a bit and hoping to hold this point.
Alright. He's hoping that DeathWatch will fail the charge.
Easy.
Easy.
In the last phase for the DeathWatch, the MVP, the Librarian, holding a point at the back, only getting one of his powers off. Good fellow. The Redemptor shot his plasma into the tank and everything else, but again, only the plasma to kill it. It just had to die for, I had to get the 2 points for bring it down.
And it exploded. Blew up.
And it exploded.
Did some damage.
Which was quite exciting. The chaplain came forward hoping to charge if we didn't kill them, and these guys came forward hoping to charge if we didn't kill them.
The Sacrosancts?
The Sacrosancts, and to try and take the banner off here. But they did get killed by these. And these guys also raised a banner and used the stratagem to do the action and still shoot. And that's about it.